Shalom Akim. This is crazy. My camera just keeps cutting off. This has never happened before. Satan is really at work. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abishai by Hashem Rakakadash. It's part 3 of the last video, which was Mgtow versus lbgt and feminism. And let's just let this, finish this up, because I don't know how long I have before something else happens. So let's go with it.
That we're not worth anything. If you can do the same thing that we can do, then why do you need us to save you? I'm also a realist, and I understand that it's highly unlikely that women, as the gender who has not had to be the gender to rebuild things throughout history, I don't think we would all of a sudden be able to reverse evolution and become insanely good at building things. So I think that it would only take a small incident like that to bring girls back to traditionalism.
Right. She said all it takes is one event for something to happen, for women to realize, to go back to traditionalism, for women to remember their place. I'm not sure. I've had so many interruptions. I'm just gonna go back and read it anyway. But this is 1 Peter 3 and 6, and it says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So the women are to follow their men. Then that's the traditionalism which she's talking about. All it takes is for an event to happen where, a collapse of any sort of society, and women aren't the ones to rebuild it, nor have they ever been. It never built, any nation has never been built by women, and no nation has ever been rebuilt by women. All right, that's just not the way things are done, and she's just being real with it. So let's go check out Lorraine's video real quick and finish it off. Or Deanna Lorraine's, this is her name.
And it's great to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Make Love Great Again. I'm your host, Red Pilled Relationship Coach Deanna Lorraine, and author of my book, Making Love Great Again, now available on Amazon. What I was saying earlier was that I am in progress with the recording of my audio version of the book. And I've been asked so many times, when's your audio book going to be ready? It will be ready within the next month. U.S. fertility rates have plummeted into uncharted territory, and nobody knows why. Oh, okay, I think I can guess why. The U.S. birth rate has hit a new record low, with women in nearly every age group giving birth to fewer babies than a year ago.
And that's talking about so-called white women, by the way.
60.2 babies
just like it said on RT.
For every 1,000 women of childbearing age. Alone, not seen in the U.S. since officials began charting national birth rates decades ago. The statistics contain a new provisional birth rate for 2017, so now it is below replacement level. Okay, what is called replacement, the level births need for a generation to replicate its population count. So we are now below replacement level, and nobody knows why.
Point of no return. I can tell you why. The curses are falling upon them, and this has a lot to do with feminism. It's destroying the fiber which brings men and women together. All right. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And so that this part is going to come as well. All right. The first part is started. All right. When that purge comes, the purge of Esau, Edom, they're not going to fill the face of cities anywhere in the world ever again. Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off Babylon, that's America, the name and the remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. That's why they're not having children. They're being eliminated. All right? They're being brought to naught.
Nobody knows why. Oh man, I think I can tell you why. I'm going to tell you why the birth rate is at the record low for you geniuses out there who can't seem to understand that. The birth rate is at the record low for a number of reasons. Number one, nobody wants to marry anymore. People are not marrying because men have more to lose now for marriage than women do. So a lot of men are boycotting marriage, and a lot of men are saying, I'm going Mgtow. Men going their own way is building at record speed every day for a couple of different reasons. So men are now starting to boycott marriage because it's becoming less and less desirable for men to be in marriage conditions. And they're starting to fear marriage and feel like, well, there's just such a big risk for me to potentially marry and then get screwed over financially or with my children.
Which is a system that was set up by so-called white men, and now it's starting to destroy their race because their men and their women are not marrying. All right? Because Jake has children regardless, because Jake is stupid and think with their big head and not their little head and not their big head. All right? So, you know, Jake is constantly making babies where Esau is not. But this is also, the downfall of Edom. All right? This is Isaiah 14:12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations." All right? Now I'm going to jump down to verse 16. All right? Because this is talking about a man. Okay? And it says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms?" All right? So Esau did. It's Lucifer. He was the man, the light bearer, the one with the knowledge. But he brought the kingdom down with his wicked ways, with his knowledge. He didn't uplift it. And he destroyed the nations and the races. And eventually he's destroyed his own race with his own policy. All right? That's what you're witnessing and going on. And that's just the beginning of his woes, because then the actual purge, after their 1,000 years of slavery, building up the kingdom of heaven for free, and then they're going to get rounded up and get, annihilated out of existence. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Abishai, double honors unto the apostles, and Abad Babal.